A warm welcome back to Jolgol News, your ultimate hub for everything Real Madrid. In the swirling maelstrom of transfer gossip and speculative headlines, one name has recently dominated the discourse in Spanish football: Vinícius Jr. The electric Brazilian winger, known for his samba flair and blistering pace down the left flank, has found himself at the heart of swirling rumors suggesting a potential exit from Real Madrid. But according to trusted sources, the reality appears to be far less dramatic than the tabloids would have us believe. The Athletic, a well-regarded voice in football journalism, offered a decisive update this Tuesday that cuts through the noise. Their report suggests, in no uncertain terms, that Vinícius Jr. is not leaving the Santiago Bernabéu this summer. Not now, not under any circumstances. The speculation began to boil over last week when a string of surprising reports from Spanish outlets suggested that Real Madrid's top brass was seriously considering offloading the 24-year-old forward. This came as a shock to many fans and pundits alike, particularly given Vinícius' role as a cornerstone of Madrid's attacking identity over the past few seasons. Fueling the fire was the revelation that Vinícius has been demanding pay parity with teammate Kylian Mbappé, the club's other marquee attacker. Mbappé, fresh off his headline-making transfer and already sitting atop Madrid's wage structure, has seemingly shifted the salary landscape within the club. For Vinícius, whose contributions have been vital, equal recognition in monetary terms is, perhaps, a reasonable expectation. However, sources close to the Real Madrid board have reportedly balked at the idea of revising Vinícius' deal on such terms. After a relatively muted 2024-25 season by his own standards, the club is said to be hesitant about committing to a lucrative long-term extension. The numbers on the stat sheet haven't exactly painted the picture of a player at his peak. That hesitancy, in turn, has sparked speculation that the relationship between Vinícius and the club could be heading for a dramatic crossroads. Whispers of interest from other clubs, particularly the ever-lurking giants of the Saudi Pro League, began making the rounds. For a moment, the narrative of a potential separation felt almost inevitable. But now, the story appears to be shifting again. According to The Athletic, those close to Vinícius are firmly denying that there has been any serious approach from Saudi Arabia or any other club for that matter. The player himself, by all accounts, remains fully committed to staying in Madrid, and the suggestion of an imminent transfer is, as they put it, far from reality. Moreover, sources indicate that the Brazilian international is not entertaining the idea of a departure. Despite the contract impasse, his priority remains clear: to write more chapters in the white shirt of Real Madrid, to carve his name deeper into the club's rich history. Within the walls of the Santiago Bernabéu, there remains quiet confidence that the situation can be resolved amicably. The idea is that, with time and the right negotiations, an agreement can be reached, perhaps not on Mbappé's level, but at a figure that reflects Vinícius' status as a global superstar. Club insiders also recognize that letting go of a player like Vinícius, who at his best can tilt the field in a single stride, is not a decision to be taken lightly. His youth, marketability, and bond with the fans make him one of the most valuable assets in the entire squad. From the player's perspective, leaving Madrid now would be a complicated emotional decision. Vinícius has repeatedly stated his love for the club, for the city, and for the fans who have embraced him since his teenage arrival from Flamengo. Madrid is not just an employer, it has become home. The relationship between Vinícius and the supporters is particularly strong. Even when goals have dried up or injuries have crept in, the Bernabéu faithful have sung his name with unwavering loyalty. That kind of bond cannot be easily replicated elsewhere, especially in leagues where prestige may not match that of La Liga. In truth, these contract dramas are not uncommon in the upper echelons of European football. Players and clubs often spar over figures and bonuses, only to eventually reach terms behind closed doors. For now, it seems that this situation is more negotiation than crisis. As things stand, Vinícius Jr. will begin the 2025-26 campaign in the iconic white jersey, linking up with the likes of Jude Bellingham, Arda Güler, and yes, Kylian Mbappé, in a squad that looks poised for another run at domestic and continental glory. And while the whispers of change may continue to linger around the edges of the story, the core remains unshaken: Vinícius is staying. At least, for now.